Well, hell, it's about damn time. Hey everyone, welcome back to Starbase. It has been some time. I know I haven't been uploading Starbase for quite a while. I do apologize for that. There has been some developments in between since the last episode of Starbase? Yeah, Starbase. What? Why am I getting confused? But yeah, there's some time between the previous episode and this episode. A couple of things has happened, and I want to formally apologize to you all. Oops. I am very sorry, okay? But, like, you know, life happens. Got stuffs to do, things to see. But yeah, I hope you guys are still, you know, good. Those who are looking forward to Starbase videos. And, yeah. So, I just got myself familiarized with the game again, like I did a quick tutorial run through the command center, down everything, just to get things. Sorry if you guys hear the crickets and things behind in the background. I do apologize. For some reason they just showed up. Okay, just 2 days ago, prior to this video recording, they just there was nothing, and now they decided the day when I was supposed to record an episode, they like to be here. Anyways, and yeah, I just did a little bit of a tutorial, get myself familiar with the game again, yes. And yeah, I'm actually quite glad I did that. It was actually completely by accident. And yeah, and trying to think if there's anything else. Not really. So what I want to do today is actually work on something new, like a new ship. I've been giving this like a lot of thought, and how can I put it? Like, there's a couple of things I really want to do. Just, you know, just to get things done, get things like. What I like about this game is I feel like it could have been just a ship simulator game, but I can see what the devs are aiming for, and it is on a big scale and whatnot. I did watch Kenator's video regarding like the state of the game and going into 2022, I think, and I completely agree with all the things you've been saying, and yeah, I would highly recommend you guys go check him out on YouTube. He is the owner and proprietor of KBots. I think it's just the owner and CEO of KBots, and I did drop a few ranks in the what do you call it, the company itself, and I will try to work myself the way back up. But yeah, been giving a lot of thought on what to do regarding ships and whatnot, and there was one ship we were working on before the whatchamacallit, uh before the game launched, and I was thinking we might have lost it. I don't think we can. That is the Loxodonta. Like, no, what I'll try to do in between episodes is just to see if I can maybe bring it back. Like, I know we could have saved our old game files or ship designs, but a lot of things have changed since then, and I don't know if it will be viable in this current build. But, you know, at least I can try to, you know, sort of replicate it. The idea is, if I can just use this just, you know, simple thing. My idea was, let's go for straight beams. Okay. So let's say, for instance, this is the whole ship from front to back. Okay, so this is the front end, this is the back end. And what I kind of want to do is something like, let's put just one of these here, there, and there. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select it, rotate it, sort of like this. Okay, and just have something like that. Just want to do this. I can probably just do that, and that. Okay, so this is not really 100% what I like. This is all squished up. Just remember that. What I want to basically do is so let's say, for instance, here is the pilot seat, the front end. Then on these 4 pillars, we will have a mining laser on each pointing inwards. So as we approach an asteroid, these guys will, like, they will, in the center there will be a rangefinder, and as we approach an asteroid, the mining lasers will engage, so they will shoot out like beams at the longest range, and as we get closer, they will like concentrate in one area. And as the asteroid gets a little bit closer and closer and closer, they will just aim towards the asteroid. And I feel like that's sort of like a bit of auto mining. I want to make a ship that is like auto mining and whatnot. Yeah, so that like I don't want to have a ship where I like stop and I have to manually go up and down, left and right on that. I know there's some ships in the ship shops that have some sort of feature which is auto mining, but I don't feel like I want to do that. I want the ship to like auto mine in a way that I wonder if... Okay, no, my brain is running now a little, so I'm not going to go into much details. There's things we can look at a later stage. Right now, what I want to do is just have a ship that has 4 mining lasers pointing to the center as we approach an asteroid, so that it can mine it out somehow. As we move forward or something, I don't know, we will see. Maybe I have a few scripts running that can like make the lasers dance around a little so they can sort of do their own thing. But I want to stop at an asteroid, have the ship like push a button, it will start mining, and then when it's like on the asteroid, it looks like a string cheese, you know, piece of string or something, just activate another button and they will just go ahead and chop it up into smaller and smaller pieces. And yeah, and then the other thing what I want to do is, if I can just go ahead and rotate this back to normality, let's go ahead and take care of this, like so and like so and like so. Is the Buffalo is 172 or something crates. So what I want to do is something like 50 crates here, 50 crates here, and another 50 crates like that. So it will be 200 crates in total. And at the back end we will have obviously our thrusters and ups and downs, lefts and rights and whatnot. So it will still kind of be like in a cereal box shape, but I think like that could be a good starter, you know. So we have a ship that is capable of what the Buffalo can do, but I feel like it's not really going to be plated. It's I feel like that's going to be that it might have a good aesthetic to it. Let's try to think of anything else. Another thing is I also want to sort of have an in the center of the ship, a little walkway to the back end of the thrusters and whatnot. So inside in the center, like down the spine of the ship, we will have our fuel rods and propellant tanks and all the wiring and all that kind of stuff. So everything is sort of protected. Maybe the inside will be sort of like plated. So if we go outside, because yeah, that's the whole idea of the ship, is to go outside into the asteroid field, beyond the safe border, and go mine for really cool exotic type of ores. But if somebody does attack us or something, like, we are still plated on the inside. Even if the crates get shot off, we can still book it, you know, we can still like go. And that's why I kind of want to have a centerpiece with a hallway in the center and have thrusters at the back. And yeah, I think that it covers the most of it. So I was thinking, just to start it simple, is to have the cockpit first built, the pilot seat. And oops, that's not what I want to do. Luckily you can hit Control Z in order to do that. It's actually funny how like reshaping the menu and the UI counts as an action, so you can Control Z, you know, undo it. But yeah, let's go quickly to, I think it's devices, cargo. I know there's like new things that has been added to the game, like new heat signatures and things, I think, not sure. But yeah, there's like that was sort of in the works. Okay, so that is one. And actually, I was wondering maybe what I should do. What I should do is file, open this one. Wow, it was almost. Ooh, okay, guys, you should not have seen that. Let's go ahead and open this up. Yes, it was like 1 in the morning, same as this video. But kind of what I want to do is, let's just wait for this thing to load up. Oh, man, I really want this ship to work out, but yeah, I'm gonna put a pin in this ship just to, you know, for a later sake. I wonder, do I have anything remotely saved as? Oh, that's right, that's right. Building budget, we were approaching the voxel limit and all those things. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. But I wonder if I can say, if I say modules, no, that's just the pilot ship. So I don't have these things actually sort of saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 5, 10. Okay. I just quickly want to go through something like this. Just to show you guys my train of thought. That, do we have anything in the centers? No, these guys, they do touch. How am I gonna do this? Alright, hold tight. Let me see if I cannot... what I want to do is I want to sort of copy all this. Well, not all of it, just some of it. And use it somehow. So hold on tight, we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. And what I've gone and done is decided to have this sort of setup for the crates. So this is 5 in a row. And then is 5, 10. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. These two included. And I was thinking of having 4 of these. Like these stacks. Okay. So I'm going with this sort of setup over here. And what we can do is basically that. Split it up. Something in the lines of this. Okay. And the reason what I'm going with is the Buffalo, I think, has 172 crates. This is 200. So it will be 23-ish. Wait. Yeah, around 23-ish more crates. Or some sort of that nature. But it's not gonna go like... I want to have a better mining ship than the Buffalo. I just want something that I've been working on in the past. I never got it finished, but I was so happy when it did work. In terms of like the YOLO code I've been using, and I want to use that code to just to make mining a little bit easier for myself and possibly for the K-bot company as well. I don't know if anybody will be interested in it, but still, like, this is the idea to go with. And the idea for the pilot seat area is something like this. Okay, so I'm gonna call this a utility ring. Okay, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 side octagon. Yeah, it's probably that. I don't know. But yeah, an 8-sided ring, which will, I think these will house the mining lasers. So we will have 4 on each corner, and the pilot seat will be around like something like this. And it is actually, I was in my head, it's been actually, well, my bad. That was me, sorry. It's my headphones. I don't know why they're doing that. But anyways, just ignore that. The idea, like, I had a few ideas. It's been a few days since the last, like, the first part of this video, this part and the previous part. It's been about 2 days, a day or two apart, and I've been just going around and thinking of ideas how we could have this a bit more simplified and how everything will work. First, I had an idea where we can have the mining lasers on top with rangefinders here. Then I remembered, no, this has to be in the center, like dead center of the ship, with the mining lasers surrounding it, because like the YOLO code depends on this middle laser or rangefinder. As we get closer to the asteroid, it will aim to where the breakage is in the rangefinder, and I think that was the whole idea of that. So the idea for this second part is actually I'm going to use a smaller one. I'm basically going to use this setup, like the small hard point with this rangefinder, and actually have it here at the top, where there will be, I feel like it's going to be all around, so that it's an early asteroid detection system. That's basically what it's called. Basically, it's just like it's little YOLO code where if anything comes into contact a kilometer away with any of the rangefinders except the middle one for the specific ship, it will notify me that there is a asteroid heading towards us. And I might write in a little code that said, like, if it's, I think these rangefinders can go up to a kilometer away. So I would say about 500 meters away from the ship, I will have it like just stop the ship or attempt to emergency brake when these rangefinders are surrounding the utility belt. Get any indication there's an asteroid. So I was thinking of something like that, and then 2 ore collectors on the 2 sides, or maybe on 3 sides or something, and maybe a what do you call it? I think it's a mineral scanner or something. It's something that has been recently introduced, but I have never played around with it before. And I was thinking it could be something cool to like, we have the ore collector over there. Laser designator. No, that's not what we were looking for. That's ore collector. Tractor beam pulls it close. Utility? Robotic arm. I don't know. Is it in devices? Cargo. No. Is it? No. But we do need resource bridges. Controls. Crafting. Doors. Navigation. Ship transponder. Networking. This utility. Material point scanner. This thing. Yeah. So I have this guy as well, like same code as the mining lasers, just like point to wherever the rangefinder breaks, and then just go ahead and scan. I think that would be ideal. Yeah, I think that's about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start working on just getting this ring done, and then we will see where we can add the pilot seat and whatnot. I still don't know how it's gonna look like. It might look stupid with like a little box shape inside this ring or something. I don't know. I just have to remember that this ring still needs to connect to the rest of the ship in order for it to work. But I feel like the center part this is like sort of the nose of the ship. Maybe a little bit more forward than this. I don't know. I will see. But anyways, hold on. Let me see what I can do, and I will bring you guys right back. Alright, welcome back. So I have some great news regarding the cockpit, flight deck of the ship. It's going to be a single-seater. So, I mean, you can take your friends along with you if you really want to. But, yeah, I've been playing around with the graphic settings a little, and I forgot there was a couple of things I did disable to improve game performance. But recently I did upgrade my PC, so I can sort of play around a little with some of the graphic settings and whatnot. So, yeah, this is what I came up with. And yeah, I mean, at first glance it doesn't look something spectacular or anything, but if you guys give me a moment to talk you guys through what is going on here, then you might understand a little bit. So if we can quickly go ahead and I gotta say, this depth of field is DOF, looks really awesome. What we can do is just quickly just grab that, turn snapping off. So the idea is gonna be something like this. Sort of like this. Yeah, around there. Okay. So this is how the initial thing is going to look like. We're going to have mining lasers on that side, or on 4 of these hard points, the large ones. The smaller ones, like I said, is the rangefinders for asteroid detection. There will be other ones on the sides as well, maybe even on the crates at the back. or there might be some changes in the future regarding maybe, because this is going to be 200 crates worth of load of ores and things, and the ship might be really heavy. Okay, it's going to be sort of like a skeleton frame. Okay, it's going to be open. I don't really know if I'm going to add panels or plates or anything, but I will see when the time comes, if we're not, you know, with the building budget and everything not getting too hectic on. Wait, what does it cost now? Actually, I can literally afford the ship right now, but it's not going to do me any favors whatsoever. Okay, so regarding the weight, if it gets too heavy, and I do apologize for the cricket noises in the background, I am recording this a little bit late at night, but during the day it was just way too hot for me, and I could not, you know, record or anything. I just, like, I was sitting here for like maybe an hour and a half looking at this, visualizing components or whatnot. Then I would work for 10 minutes or so, and then I would just stop because, like, I'm overheating. It is summer here in South Africa, by the way. By the time of this recording, it's stupidly hot today. But yeah, anyways, so regarding the weight, the size of the engines at the back might even go past what this line is, like this line over here where the crates are. The engines or the thrusters at the back might overshadow everything at the front here, just to give that a big push forward with a big load. What I'll do is what I've tried with the, I think it was the Loxodonta. What was the other ship's name? Cancel, no. But I think it was the Loxodonta or whatnot. Like, we have a ring of big thrusters around, and then in the center we have a bunch of smaller ones. Maybe just have a button to push, and then, like, we have that initial thrust to go forward. And just remember that there is a hard limit on how fast the ship can go, so you can, you know, you can go really fast, but like you won't go any faster than that. Like, doesn't matter how many things you slap onto it, it will not happen. But anyways, this is how the ship's gonna look like. We might have I might go ahead and remove these rangefinders and have them on the outside, on the back, shooting forward. And yeah, so inside, I did go ahead and give it a little bit of a plating on the inside, because it just did look a little bit ugly. I don't know if I can, like, squeeze in here, but yeah, it didn't look, it's almost looked like something like this, like just these beams sticking out everywhere, and I didn't really like it, so I did go ahead and cover it up a little bit. I think this will almost be the only thing that will be plated ever, will be this. And this will be, don't worry about this, this will be still connected and whatnot. I just wanted to show you guys, like, the cockpit is basically finished. This is what we're gonna go with. And yeah, so we have our single seater over here. I was thinking of adding the doors, like literally over here, like this whole flap on this side and on this side would open up, but there is no space for that, so it might have to happen somewhere else. And yeah, the thing is with the windows and whatnot, it's really been a pain in the arse. I just wish there was more. Like, literally what I want is as many plates as there are, okay? I want windows as well, because there is only like a set amount. I would say about, what is this, 20, maybe 30, 35 amount of types of windows, whereas, I mean, that's like that. Look at this. That's how many more windows can we get, actually. Like, I wouldn't mind if any of these things became a window piece as well. That's like, I would like that. What they can do is with the paint colors, I think there is a material painter, this one, yeah, where you choose the materials of that, where you can actually have glass, and then plates you can just choose to have as make them glass, and then that will make things a lot easier, I think. Anyways, let's jump into this mode, and I gotta say, guys, like, this looks really awesome. Let me just go ahead and get that out of the way. Thank you. This looks really awesome. This looks like a little ship on its own, doesn't it? You know, it I don't know, it looks good. I will try to get this finished. You know, I will really want to get this thing finished. This will be one of the ships I really would love to see it being done, and yeah, just to fly it around to see how it goes. But this looks like a little satellite, doesn't it? Like a little satellite. If you take out the cockpit area and just leave this ring around, it looks like the thing you put on like on your motherboard, like where your CPU goes on. So there might be a shape in this for a CPU or something, but there must be a reason why CPUs are squared. But yeah, so we will have our mining lasers over there, pointing down towards where the center is with this rangefinder in the like over here. And the whole idea is, as we get closer to a asteroid, this thing will start mining, and the mining lasers will just point to where the break is of the mining laser. Or the rangefinder. Alright, so let me quickly... I can actually pretty much switch this off. Oh, look at this, the depth of field. It looks so cool. Sensitivity is a little bit too high. Okay. And let's just get in here real quick. Like, come on. Can I get in here before I smash anything? It's sometimes funny. Like, you just touch with your little toe against a plate and then your whole ship wrecks itself. But yeah, this is going to be how it looks like. So everything blurred in the background is what it's going to be outside the ship, and everything like neat and tidy inside is what the ship will look like. To be honest, I don't mind this at all. You still have your great view around. I love the ring around this. It makes me feel like I'm in some sort of hyper futuristic, more futuristic than these endos we're walking around. This ring. But anyways, so you will still have your windows to look around. Okay, so it's no like you can still see outside a little. Well, not a little, still a lot actually. It's just that because of these plates, that's why I mentioned I wish I could change these plates and those to glass. You know, how much cleaner would this look like if this was all glass? You know, so much better, so much better. But anyways, so I was thinking we start off basically looking like this. We will have our basic flight controls over here, and then I was thinking on these pillars, this and over here maybe, and around here, and maybe some buttons up here would be cool to have as some informations. Like for instance, maybe on over here we will have, or maybe back here we will have a panel, like a big panel over there, with all the rangefinders around the ship, which will just showcase like if something gets detected or not, and maybe some displays and things, just to cover up that little bit of front part, because that is on the outside of the ship, because that's the laser pointing forward. But luckily now, you know, you will see the laser going out around, I would say about where the cursor is about now, about that distance it will disappear into, because it'll be a kilometer forward. So I think, or maybe it's 10 kilometers. I can't remember. I think it's a kilometer. I can't remember now. But anyways, so yeah, I think that would be awesome. I mean, I hate that the glass is doing that. Like I wanna, But anyways, yeah. So this is gonna be the inside of the cockpit area. There is still some space to move around a little. It's not something big. Oh, I just bumped into something. It's not gigantic or anything, but it's still pretty cool looking. If we just do this again, and yeah, that's like that's sort of like if we can just quickly imagine how the ship is going to look like. It's going to look really cool. I think it's going to have a certain unique look to it. It might work, it might not, but it's still a thing I would like to tamper with, and like getting the mining lasers to work with YOLO code. To make mining a little bit more efficient. Instead of like with a ship, you like look at an asteroid and move up and down manually, all that kind of stuff. Like I want to approach the asteroid, I want to switch on my rangefinder and mining lasers, and they just mine out the tiny ones, and maybe add a mode where like if there's a big asteroid in front of us, then it would just go ham and just mine everything in its way. But yeah, anyways, people, that's going to be it for me. Thanks so much for joining me here on the Starbase. Hope you guys did enjoy today's episode, and I see you guys next time. Bye-bye.